Most scary stories slowly pull you in. They give you time to breathe, time to feel safe. This one doesn't. Because this story doesn't begin with a monster. It begins with a rule. And once you break it, you don't stop being watched. It started as a joke on an obscure forum thread buried deep in the internet. No username, no explanation, just a title: The Left, Right Game, Do Not Turn Around. The post contained only one thing: a list of driving instructions. Turn left, then right, then left again. Repeat. Never turn around. Never take the same road twice. If you hear something behind you, do not acknowledge it. Most people laughed it off. Some said it was creepy roleplay. Others claimed it was an old urban legend, but a few people said it worked. They said after the fifth turn, something changed. Road signs stopped making sense. Streetlights flickered like they were struggling to remember their purpose. Houses appeared with windows, but no doors. And the people waved. They always waved, but their faces never moved. Ethan wasn't looking for horror. He was looking for distraction. Insomnia had ruined his life. Sleep never came naturally anymore. When it did, nightmares dragged him awake, heart racing, skin soaked in sweat. Doctors called it stress. Prescribed pills. Nothing worked. That night, unable to sleep again, Ethan found the thread. He laughed. Then he grabbed his keys. "I'll turn around if it gets stupid," he told himself. That was the first mistake. The first 4 turns were normal. Familiar streets, empty intersections, the quiet comfort of midnight roads. On the 5th turn, the radio cut out. Not static, silence. Then the streetlights dimmed. Ethan noticed the road looked longer, straighter, like it stretched farther than it should. On the 6th turn, houses appeared. Perfectly normal houses, except none of them had doors. On the 7th turn, he saw the people, standing along the road, smiling, waving. Every one of them had the same expression. Ethan waved back without thinking. The smiling stopped. That was the second mistake. On the 8th turn, he heard it, breathing. Too close, too slow. From the back seat, his hands tightened on the steering wheel. The rules echoed in his mind. Do not acknowledge it. The breathing stopped. Then a voice spoke. It sounded exactly like his own. "Don't pretend you can't hear me." Ethan didn't respond. The road began to curve unnaturally, looping in ways geometry shouldn't allow. Trees leaned inward, their branches clawing at the sky. Then he saw the man in the road, standing perfectly still, split cleanly down the middle, both halves smiling. Ethan screamed and swerved, but the road corrected itself. The man was gone, and something laughed in the back seat. Days later, Ethan's car was found abandoned. Engine still warm, driver's seat empty. Inside the glove compartment, police found a flash drive. No fingerprints. The files were old. Black and white photographs, medical notes, stamped across every page. Classified, 1,947. 5 prisoners, political enemies. They were sealed inside a chamber. No windows, no cameras, only microphones. An experimental gas filled the room designed to prevent sleep entirely. Day 1, calm conversation. Day 2, paranoia. Day 3, laughter without humor. On day 4, the talking stopped. On day 5, screaming began. Screams so violent they tore vocal cords, yet somehow continued. When scientists opened the chamber, one man was dead. Another had ripped his own organs out. The survivors begged not to be released. When asked why, one whispered, "We are what wakes up when you refuse to sleep." Minutes later, he died, smiling. Ethan listened to the final audio file. The microphones never stopped recording. After the prisoners died, something else spoke. It said, "The roads are ready." That phrase appeared again and again in the documents. References to navigation experiments, sensory deprivation, sleep denial combined with directional obedience. The goal wasn't survival, it was access. The experiment didn't create monsters. It opened doors. Ethan's perspective returned. He was still driving, but now the sky was wrong. No stars, no moon, just darkness pressing down. The people on the road were closer now. They weren't waving anymore. They were pointing. The voice in the back seat whispered, "You stayed awake long enough." Ethan finally turned around. The back seat was empty, but his reflection in the rear-view mirror wasn't. It smiled. A final message appeared on the dashboard screen. "You may stop driving when you sleep." Ethan laughed. Then he cried. Then his eyes closed for half a second. That was all it took. New posts appear on the forum every year. Different usernames, same rules. Some say the game leads you somewhere. Others say it leads something to you. Doctors still don't understand insomnia. They just warn patients not to fight sleep, because sometimes, when you stay awake too long, something else takes your place. So tonight, when the roads are empty and you hear breathing behind you, don't turn around. And whatever you do, don't watch these stories before bed.